segment of Leading with Love COVID-19 Mini Series, maximizing our hearts to our communities. And this is being sponsored by the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs Incorporated. If you want to know more about the Institute, you can go to globalcoachentrepreneur.org. Also, my name is Coach Michelle. So I hope this video finds you, and when this video finds you, I hope that all is well with you. So I'm going to be speaking of 3 mini series. One will consist of emotions, second will be mentality, and third physical. So it's all in regards to health. This is something that is near and dear to me. I'm all about self-love and self-care and overall health. So I'm super excited to be able to, relay this message to you and give you some informative information. Hopefully you find this beneficial. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll just start with what I recommend for building emotional intelligence. So number one is in the morning when you wake up, brushing your teeth or making your bed, however you would like to do it, just check in with yourself and ask yourself, how am I feeling on today? And then have a follow-up question and say, why am I feeling like this on today? And if you're like upset or mad, asking why is going to get to the root of the cause. So, and then once you figure that out, you can write notes. Solutions. You need them. Every problem has a solution. If it's out of your control, let it go. Don't worry about it. So that's number one, check in with yourself daily. Even at the end of the day, do a checkout. How am I feeling at the end of the day? You may have woken up and were fine. And then by the end of the day, you're frustrated, annoyed, anxious. You need to do a check-in in the morning and do a checkout at nighttime and be like, okay, well, I was fine in the morning, and the reason why I'm feeling bothered and frustrated is because I've been rushed all day, because you're asking the follow-up of why. So, you're checking in. Why do I feel this way? You're checking out. Why do I feel this way? It's very important, and it's super simple. This is the way to building emotional intelligence. And for the second thing that I will recommend is do not just react to things. Usually, we're upset and we react and we say the wrong thing or we do the wrong action and we're like, oh my goodness, we made a mistake, we shouldn't have done that. So it's very important to allow yourself to think, feel, and respond. Usually we do the opposite. We feel and react. No, we need to allow ourselves to think, to feel, and then respond. That is the proper way. So I would definitely suggest that. Do keep that in mind. And then also, for the third nugget I have for you guys is we create our own feelings. Some of you guys may agree with me, some of you guys may disagree with me. However, it is true and accurate. We create our emotions. We purchase a car, for example, and we're allowing ourselves to feel happy because we just purchased this new car. Or another example, someone says something the wrong way and it triggers us and we allow ourselves to get upset. So we need to know that it depends on our perspective, how we think about things, how we see them. It's gonna, create an emotion and a feeling. So do keep that in mind so that next time you don't just, go off the wall and do something that you wish you could take back. That's why we have to build emotional intelligence, because having low emotional intelligence is very high prone to do something you wish you wouldn't have done, and you're doing it at a maximum level because you have no emotional intelligence. So if that makes sense. Also, The fourth thing is just mastering yourself. Mastering yourself, mastering your emotional intelligence, and what the benefits of mastering your emotional intelligence does is it automatically elevates your IQ. That's awesome. And then, not only that, but it makes your mentality stronger. And that's why I said I was going to go into further details in regards to why I stated I'm going to speak on emotional intelligence first. Because, um, like I stated, it's all in alignment: emotions, mental, and physical. And that's the reason that I'm doing it in that order. Because if you build emotional intelligence, once again, it elevates your IQ, which is super important. And then you become mentally strong, which is awesome. That's what we all thrive for. So that is the fourth nugget. And the fifth thing that I wanted to state is it's all a choice. It all depends on you. You decide whether you're going to allow a person, a situation, or a thing to take control of your feelings and allowing your feelings to take control of you. It's all like a domino effect, you know? And you just have to take control of your feelings and be the bigger person and just respond properly. Go back to the step one, check in with yourself. Step two, respond properly. And then step three, have a different perspective. And then step four, you're, mastering your emotional intelligence. Step five, knowing that you have a choice to decide whether or not you're going to allow your emotions to control you. Sometimes a lot of women are upset with their spouse, or a lot of men are upset with their spouse, vice versa. And if we gained emotional intelligence, it'll more likely turn into your favor. And, when you get upset, you don't get it. But if you have emotional intelligence, and, I'm not saying it's going to work 100%, but I'm just stating having emotional intelligence and responding properly will give you more better results than reacting. Because then once you react, the other individual reacts. We have two different individuals with two different emotional intelligence levels, and it can escalate quickly. So being able to work on your emotional intelligence is awesome, and then being able to not only help yourself but to help other individuals. And there's levels to it. I mean, emotional intelligence, such as having emotional intelligence, controlling your words, your actions, and your facial expressions. And mine, honestly, the hardest for me, was my facial expressions, you guys. Someone would tell me something, and if I didn't like it, I would make a face like, and it's not so cute face either. I kind of try to demonstrate, but yeah, you get the point. It was like, it would be like, oh, Michelle, I'm sorry, blah, 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 or what's wrong with you, depending on what individual I'm communicating with at that time. And so it's just very important, you guys, to have control of our emotions, because at the end of the day, these emotions are going to prohibit us from success, which is our long-term goal. Everybody wants to be successful, but you cannot succeed without emotional intelligence. And nobody teaches us this. I'm speaking upon this due to experience. I've witnessed it, I've experienced it myself, and sharing with you guys because it is important nowadays. There's so much stuff going on that we need to be able to control ourselves, and that's how we get the best response or better outcomes. Being able to have emotional intelligence. And I just cannot stress that enough. It is very important. I do want to go into the exercises in regards to building the emotional intelligence. So the first exercise is positive self-talk. Sometimes we're feeling down, and who's going to pick you up? Some individuals may rely on their friends, which, they're not always going to be there. You need to rely on yourself. It starts with you, it ends with you. So just go in the mirror, give yourself positive self-talk. You may be angry, you may be, if you're angry, for example, be like, it's going to be okay. Look yourself in the mirror and say, it is going to be okay. This is going to pass. It's not going to faze me. If you're sad, for another example, you're beautiful. It's okay. All is well. It just depends on the circumstance of each individual. Positive self-talk in the mirror. It does something from within. Also, the second exercise is another mirror exercise. Get in the mirror and dance. Put on your favorite song and just, groove to the music and just feel it. Be a free spirit. Allow yourself to embrace the now and gain your emotional intelligence and be like, I am going to take control of my emotions. And the third one is, let me see here. The third one will be, I was just practicing. The third one will be, I'm going to demonstrate it. So, and then I'll tell you. So, that's what I usually do. But what I'll do is I'll inhale and then I'll exhale and say I release any negativity and just I release anger and so on and so forth, and this has helped me tremendously. And you can do it as many times as you like until you see and you feel that it is working. It doesn't matter. You can just say, I release anxiety, I release fear, whatever feeling that you're having at that moment. Go ahead and release it. It's unnecessary and it's unwanted. So just learn to let go and release these emotions to be able to move forward, to be able to succeed and get to where we need to go. And I'm going to go ahead and end it with that. Thank you for the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs for allowing this platform of heart. And you can follow me on Instagram at Highly Favored Majesty. On Facebook, it is Michelle Rene. And on LinkedIn, it's Michelle Cordova. My email is michelleisinspiration@gmail.com. And I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope this video helped you. Stay tuned for the mini series segment 2 pertaining to mental. Thank you and